Top, good Tavor, no good Chaydish. This is a review that I wanted to do a while ago uh, of the OSP snuffs from In a Pinch. I plan to do it on Motzi Shabbos. The problem is I tried these during Shabbos and it gave me such a kick. I was afraid that if I tried it late at night, I wouldn't be able to go to sleep. So here's the tins. First, I want to say something about these tins. These tins are great. They're like the Toke tins, so it's a twist and it seals it really good, but they're not the aluminum like the Toke tins that can get cross-threaded, and I don't think I have one with me. And they can get dented, so they're almost impossible to close or open again. Another thing that's nice about this is that you can open it up. Oh, I spilled a lot. Not good. And it can sit in the cap. Toke tins don't exactly sit in the cap like that. You can see it's dark brown. Doesn't really show up on the camera exactly right. It's almost black. I see maybe a hint of purple, but I don't really know how much of a difference that's going to make. The thing is with this snuff is that every time I've taken it, I've gotten something a little bit different. So for me, I say it's not such a fine grind. It doesn't look so moist. I mean, it doesn't. I don't want to stick my finger in it. I don't want to mess it up. Take the spoon. I'll put the tin down for a second. It doesn't really stick to the finger, but it doesn't feel dry either. And for sure, it's relatively easy to take. It doesn't go back in your throat. The thing is that for me, I haven't really gotten any snuffs that really give me a real nicotine hit, so I didn't know what I was looking for before. This one really does. So I'll take a bit right now. I take it from the spoon because I don't want to put my fingers in it and mess it up and get it. So good. Probably should have talked about the tin note first. This one really hits me hard. Sorry, I need a second. I get really good burn. Didn't go down in my throat at all. So right now, the problem is that I did read the the description before, and I've seen another few reviews, so I'm probably a bit influenced by them. I can. It's supposed to be menthol, and I can get a little bit of menthol. But I think I get more of a peppermint. And sort of a woodsy flavor. And like I said, I read the description before. This is when I kind of remembered. So I'm assuming this is the cedar. God, slicha. I'm assuming that's the cedar oil. The first time I took this, I had it with a nice big glass of vodka, and it gave a taste to the vodka, like kind of a wood taste to the vodka. It has kind of a sweetness to it. It's very pleasant, but I really feel it. And it also really makes my nose run. I mean, almost no snuffs make my nose run. This is really good for after when I take tokes. I feel like my nose is really stuffed up, and this really opens everything out, gets everything flowing, and really cleans me out. Like I said, the menthol, I don't feel a menthol. I don't feel the coldness that you get on your nose when you take a menthol. This I feel a little bit of burn. I feel that my nose is running, and I get a bit of a mint smell with the woodsy smell. Sorry, that the sniffing must not sound so good on that. Really makes you, really clears everything out. I think that this is, I mean, I can't explain why, but it's really, really good. I mean, that doesn't really do it justice. I think that the woodsy and a lot of the sweetness must be coming from the tobacco. I also tried the other ones, and I think, I haven't tried two, I'm sorry. I've taken this one, and I've taken batch number 3, and you really feel the tobacco one. This is really hitting me hard. I mean, I have taken Toke whiskey and honey, which is supposed to be with Rostica. It's supposed to be really sharp. It's supposed to be really strong nicotine. That I don't get it. I don't get any buzz at all. If I take one of the other ones, like some of the Wilsons, something like that, I'll get the pulsating in my nose, and I'll get it. After a while, I'll start talking fast. But it takes a while. It takes about 10 minutes. This one really hits me hard. I think it's probably because here we have dry weather, so there's not so much moisture in the air, so the nicotine doesn't get in. This is my theory. And this one, since it's making my nose run, the nicotine can get in really fast. I'm actually having a little bit of trouble standing up right now. It doesn't help that I had some Finifin 9 Cigar before, but you don't know what Finifin 9 Cigar is. That's 95% grain alcohol. That's the only way that I was able to do this review, because if I took it without having something to drink, I don't think I would be able to go to sleep tonight. This is something that I bought 2 tins of this. I try to use it sparingly. I mean, it would be something great that I would love to take every day, but I don't think I could handle it. And it's also not the cheapest thing in the world. I'm going to try and get a tin note now, but I mean, I already have it in my nose. Yeah, it's a lot different in the tin. I get almost a nutty flavor. Very pleasant. I think this is definitely something that everybody should try. I told in a pinch that I wouldn't be able to do it justice, and I wouldn't be able to give it a worthy review, but I pushed it off, and I think the nicotine is hitting me a bit too hard, and I'm going to have to cut this short. So I need to applaud him. I think he did a great job. I mean, I haven't tried any other artisan snuffs to compare it with, but this is really, it's really something special. I gave it to somebody else about a half an hour before I started this. I let him try a bit, and he said, "You feel it right away." And I mean, he understood why it cost so much more. So hopefully, I'll be able to get another review of the number 3 in soon, when I can catch my breath. Probably not tonight. So, Call Tuv. If you liked it, subscribe. If I'm rambling a bit, it's the nicotine really hit me hard now. I've probably said that enough times now. So subscribe, like, or don't like. But if you don't like, leave a comment at least so I can know what to do better next time. Call 2, Simon.